stick a couple of things in here to get started. Okay, so this is a combo box, okay? This is a list box. Is that a surface?
Yes.
It's the third
surface.
the
The
second
floor
time.
surface. It's always ball.
That's what they mean by surface, it's on the floor.
Yeah, that's what it's called, surface.
My wife wanted to buy one of those, and I said, no. So we got a tablet, it's actually not just on a tablet, it's convertible. It's the kind you can put the bottom under, take it off.
No, it was
And,
AB.
it's actually the second one we've had.
It's
We got
AB
one that
beside
came
A.
out. That's kind of lame. They're actually both lame.
AB. I've forgotten what it's called.
So I said, don't take that one while you're not getting another one. Okay, all right. So this is going to be our list box, and I can make it whatever size I want. If I make it bigger like this, only if I have like 3 or 4, will it induce the present the scroll thing. And so I'm going to call this thing data set LST. Okay, LST is the thing I'm going to be using to identify it. And I think that's the only thing I need to have for now. Data set LST. It stands for list box. Okay, and then, okay, here is the option button. I'm going to put an option button here. And I'm going to call this option button ARR, I'll call it arrival OPT for option. And I can put in the caption, I can say enter arrival data. And this is going to be, value is going to be false during design time. And then I'm going to stick another one in here. And I'm going to call this service OPT. And I'm going to call this service time and service. So yeah, service time data. I'm going to recall this. I'm going to call this arrival time. Okay, so those are my two buttons there. My radio buttons or option buttons, and then I'm going to put in a button here, and this is going to be my back button. You know why people say Gesundheit when people sneeze? Because in the old these days it means you're going to die if you had the plague. God bless you because you're going to die. You know, they have Cipro and stuff like that. Okay, so under the back button, what do we have? What do you mean? Okay, and then under this button, what we want to do is we want to call this a calc button, and we're going to do calculation or calculate. Okay, so we're going to do calculating some of the statistics on this. Of course, and you can enhance this as you want. You should actually probably put a little caption in there. I don't think it's necessary to label the caption. Doesn't really do anything. So select data set. Something like that. Okay. Probably a good time to save. Okay. We'll see how we get the calculate part here. All right, so what we need to do is we need to modify our sim process form, and we need to put another button in there. And this is going to say something like what's this one called? Collect sim data. Okay, so we'll call this seating thing going around?
That's right.
Alright, okay, so, that's going to make this thing pop up. Now, what I need to do, is I need to make all my stuff, pop up, my data set pop up when I do this, when I load the form. And so, on the user form initialize, I need to do a bunch of stuff. And, what I need to do is I need to, go through and populate my, my list box. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for that is, since I don't know in advance what it is, I'm gonna do a do loop. Populate list box. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to go across and get this thing to populate the list box. Okay, so I want to see how complicated I want to get this. Let me put another variable in here. Data set total, I think I'm missing something. Data set total, no. Yeah, I already have a variable called data set total. I think that data set total is equal to 0. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through here, I'm gonna populate my list box. Okay, so I'm gonna say if cells, and we're always in row 10 when we're dealing with this. Cells row 10, and let's see, I need my column now. So I need 1 plus 5 times data sets total minus 1. Then something, whoops. Equal. So we'll get another parentheses, okay. Happy now, okay. Okay, now, every time I go through do loop, okay, I want to add in another one, so I'm gonna say data set total is equal to data set total plus 1. Okay, so the first time I go through this will be 1, so that'll be 0, that'll go 5, okay. If data cell is equal to something, is equal to nothing, okay, what that means is I'm done. Now, let me see if I like that logic. Okay, let's try that. Okay, that means, what does this mean? It means we actually have no data sets in here. Okay, and then, so if that happens, then done is equal to 1. Now, if it is a non-empty thing in this, then we need to have an else. And I could say, what, there is a data set. Okay. So, now what I need to do is I need to start sticking stuff in my data set list box. So then it would be data, what's it called? Data set list? Is that what I called it? Okay, is equal to something, okay? In this case, what it's equal to is whatever's in that cell. The non-zero cell. So it would be 10, 1 plus 5 times, oops, data set total minus 1. Okay. And this would continue on. Okay. Okay, so let's see if the logic for that works. Okay, so, and it goes through the second time, what? Oh, I can put it, no, you don't have to put an equal sign, no, this is an aberration, you don't need to put an equal sign there. Okay, so I can do it this way, or, let's see, then the second time comes around. I don't know if I really like that. I don't know if I like that approach. This might induce these bugs. So if we go through once, there's something there, data set total become 2, that's not right. Okay, so what we can do is we can say, put this somewhere else. X. Put this here, change to 1. Okay, so this will be 0 the first time around, if there's one data set, and if there's 2, I'm not even sure if I like that. This will be 0 going through here. Okay, this means that there's actually 2 data sets. No, don't like that, don't like that. How should I do this? Now where should I put the data set total? Data set total. If I say data set 1, here, I could say, if I have 1 here, I'm gonna have to have -1 here. It makes this 0. Okay, it goes to the correct cell. If it's 1 here, and there's something in there, then it says, put that in the 0 spot. That's the 0 thing, it's gonna put it in the first spot, and then it's gonna say data set total is equal to data set total plus 1.